Hey guys, it's your What's Up. I hope you're good. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video, which is everything I read in November. Now, I thought this was a very cute spot to film because we have my Christmas tree and it's snowing outside. I read 9.5 books this month, so here they are. We're gonna go through them. So first, this month I finished reading Fierce Vow by Monica Kane. This is a second chance romance with some fake dating and mafia. So our two main characters are Leo, who is the brother to Pakan, who is like the Russian mafia leader. And our second main character is named Aliona. Her father worked for the late Pakan, and her brother is working for the current one, and she doesn't want to be in like the mafia life anymore, so she, goes away. Now, 10 years ago, Aliona and Leo had a thing for a summer that didn't end in the best way. And now, 10 years later, after a break-in to her apartment, Aliona is taken out of there by Leo, and they're about to pretend they are a newly engaged couple until it is safe for her to go again. Now, as I said, this is, a second chance romance, fake dating. It's also brother's best friend with mafia, and also we have dual timeline and dual point of view. I tell you, this was some good shit. Like, it's everything I like in the book. Leo was definitely my favorite of the three brothers stories. Like, the first one, I didn't really care for. Second one, which is Daniil, I liked it a little better. And now Leo, that man would do anything for Aliona, honestly. Now, in winter months for me, actually, in my head, it's from November to February. I like hockey romances and fantasy book. So we're getting into that. First, I read Icebreaker. Icebreaker is very popular in Book Talk, and I honestly understand why. So our two main characters are Anastasia, who is a ice skater, figure skater, and Nate, who is the hockey team's captain. Now, after something fucks up, they only have one arena on campus now, and hockey team and figure skaters need to use the same. From the start, Anastasia does not like Nate, but she can't pretend that there's nothing there, neither. Nate wants to be her friend so bad from the start. So that's all I'm gonna say, because honestly, it's just fucking good. I really liked it. It was also quite spicy book. I already own the second book, which is Wildfire, which is about Russ, if I'm not mistaken. But I cannot wait for the third book. That comes out in June 2024 to come out, because it's about Henry, and Henry was definitely my favorite character in this book. Then let's talk about a little bit of a deception. The Best Kind of Forever by Celeste Breyer. Briars. Now, I had seen it online so many times on my TikTok, and I was like, okay, I get it. I need this one in the second book. I need them. I did not need them, sadly. So this is about Aries, who came out of a toxic relationship, I think a couple years ago, actually, but she's never had luck in love after that. And she lost her brother a couple years ago. So, she's not on the best side of life right now. And one day, when she is drinking in a bar, that's when Hayes Hollings, is it? Hollings, comes walking in. Hayes Hollings is a bad boy NHL player who gets in trouble on the ice a lot. Hayes also had a huge fuck up when he slept with the daughter of one of the team's biggest sponsors. And it's instant love. Now, I do not really mind instant love a lot of time, but this was too much. Hayes is looking for a fake relationship to build his reputation / career back up. So he's like, why not give it a go, you know? But as I said, fake dating, but also instant love, yeah, it didn't make sense to me either. There is no communication between them. Like, every problem we had in this book could have been avoided if Hayes knew how to communicate with people. So, that was a thing. Next, there's the book that I gave my first ever 4.75 to. Because it was not a 5-star, but like, it was very fucking close to one. Bucking Wild by Emily Raff. Now, Bucking Around, which is the first book in the series, has my heart. It has my heart. That's the best thing in the fucking world. I would die for these characters. And the first couple chapters of this one is the wedding from the, I was about to say throuple, there's 4 of them, of Bucking Around. So, this book is about Tess Owens, who is, if you've read Bucking Around, you know her. She is Rachel's best friend. Rachel being the team's doctor. And it's also about Ryan Langley, which is the little puppy, the golden retriever puppy of the hockey team. He is a sweetheart, honestly. I love him. Now, Tess is going through a separation / divorce with her ex / ex-husband who doesn't want to let her go, okay? He's a bitch. Just like, get it out of the way. Her ex is the worst person in the world. So, to get away from this, she goes to, I think it's Florida, where the team is at. Jacksonville, Florida. To, you know, be with her best friend and her best friend's 3 boyfriends, who honestly, I love Tess's relationship with the boys. The boys are like, she's our little sister. She's one of us. Like, I don't give a shit. She's our girl's best friend. She's one of us. No one's touching her. So, to escape her ex, Tess goes to Jacksonville, Florida to be with her best friend and her best friends, now husbands. And Ilmar, which is one of the boyfriends, has an apartment that he doesn't really use. So he's like, oh yeah, Tess, like, you can live there, like, for as long as you need. Like, I have the apartment, I don't live there. You know, you can be there. So, you know, she does. Like, you have a free apartment, which is a, we're gonna say, a luxury condo for free. She takes it, you know. Well, Ryan Langley gets hurt on the ice and needs a place to stay that is not his death trap apartment. He hurt his knee, so he can't go up all the stairs in his apartment and everything. So, motherfucking Jake Compton doesn't talk to Ilmari about his condo. He just gives the key to Ryan and he's like, you can go live there, you know, you can go live there. So we have some accidental roommates going on. A lot of forced proximity. They're very sweet. And Ryan would honestly do anything to see Tess happy, and it's just very, very cute. I recommend this series. Next is a book I picked up because I gave the first in the series 5-star. This book is Rules of the Game. The first book is rule number 5. And rule number 5 and rules of the game kind of overlap. Rule number 5 is about Jax and Sydney. And Jax and Sydney get together like during this book also. So like the two couples like become couples at the same time. So this is about Piper and Lucas. Piper, Lucas, Jax was the main character of the first book. And Piper's brother were a little gang growing up. And as teens, just after being #1 draft in the NHL, her brother dies in a car accident. And shit happened with Lucas the night her brother died. So she doesn't feel like she can go back to him. Now, Lucas and Piper's relationship go way back, like I said, but also he would climb to her bed when she had nightmares because he lived, like, they were neighbors. He would always be there for her, and, well, death happens, shit happens, and they don't talk for about a year. Now, she goes to the same college as Jax and Lucas. Jax, still feeling a big brother to Piper, welcomes her with open arms in their life, which kind of also means their house. Even though she has like an on-campus dorm, Jax is like, you can be here whenever you want. Lucas doesn't really feel that way, but whatever. And from there we have a little second chance friends to lovers-ish, because they were never truly together in the past. And I really liked it. I gave it like a 4.5. It didn't hit like the first one did, but honestly it hit so good. Now, in November, Ali Hazelwood, who is one of my 2 favorite authors along with Lily Gold, put out a new book, her first YA book, which is Check and Mate. I gave this shit a 5-star. I'm gonna say it right away. I fucking loved it. So this book is about Mallory, who used to play chess as a kid, but has since given up on it. Well, one day, she is on her best friend's team for a charity tournament. And she's like, okay, but never again. Well, at that tournament, she wipes the floor with the #1 chess player, Nolan Sawyer. Now, I would do anything for Nolan Sawyer. I'm completely honest. I would die for him. I love him so much. And from that moment on, Nolan has a crush on her. He doesn't know if he's ever gonna see her again, but damn, that girl. Well, after that win, Mallory has an opportunity to go back into the chess scene with a well-paying job. And she's like, okay, but it's just a job. I'm not going back into the chess scene. And with that, you know, she keeps meeting Nolan. And yeah, they fall in love and it's very sweet and I really like it. And like, I may read a lot of like all kinds of romance, including dark romance, but the more it goes on, the more I'm discovering to my core, I'm a rom-com girly, and this just warmed my soul so much. I loved it. Now, you know how I said the best kind of forever was Disappointment? Well, I did read the second book, which is The Worst Kind of Promise. It was better than the first one, even though I gave both of them 3 stars, because yes, it was better than the first one, but it was not like that much better. This is a brother's best friend secret relationship. So in this book, we have Faye Allings, who is Hayes' little sister, and Kit Langley. Kit is on the team and has had a crush on Faye for about 4 years. Same as Faye, she's had a crush on him for about 4 years. Now, this makes a lot of sense to me why they're already in love at the start of the book compared to the first one, where it's instant love. Because like they've known each other for a long time. You know, we don't have the same problem than the first one. Now, after shit happens in the town Faye lives in, she calls Kit and he comes to her rescue. Kit then invites her to live at the house where Hayes lives, and they live with the two of them live with 4 other hockey players. So he invites her to live there during summer, which is the off season, and she doesn't have school, so it's a good, like, not thinking about anything in her life type of moment. Well, the more it goes, the more they fall in love, and they try to keep it from Hayes because they know they're gonna die if they tell him, kind of thing. And yeah, it was sweet. I liked it, but it was not like, wow. It was okay. Now, let me present to you this big bitch. I'm still on this, okay? I'm still reading this. Because this is 5 books in one. This is the Air Awakens series by Elise Kova. When I bought it, I thought it was a box set, but it's not. It's all of them in the same book. So this is 1,166 pages. Because they're like 200 something pages each. I've read, well, when I'm filming this, which is December 6th, I've read 4 of the 5 books. When, at the end of November, I'd read 3.5 of the 5 books. I've already loved Elise Kova for a while from her Married to Magic series. So I picked this up knowing that I would enjoy it. Which, I give all of the ones I've read so far 4 stars, so I really do enjoy it. So this is about Vala, who is a library apprentice at the palace, just living her little apprentice life, having the best time of her. Like, honestly, she loves it. And one day, one of the 2 princes comes home from the war front with a big magic poison stab wound. And all the library apprentices are called to the library in the middle of the night to be like, hey, do as much research as you can on how we can help the prince, and just, we're gonna try things. Well, from her notes, the prince could tell that Vala had a magical ability because she created what are called vessels, which are a little piece of your magic. You put, like, when you put a little piece of your magic into something. And, well, this is a chosen one trope, okay? I'm not gonna lie, this is a chosen one. She is the first Windwalker in 150 years. Now, Windwalker is just elemental wind magic, because it's elemental magic in this. So yeah, I'm liking it a lot. The thing is, like, it reminds me a lot of Red Queen, if I'm completely honest. So we have the chosen one, didn't know they had magic, now do badass FMC, royalty, love interest, warfront, because they, like, it's about, like, a big war. Also, like, this series, a lot of war for the sorcerers in it. Just, it reminded me of Red Queen a lot while reading it, and I really enjoyed Red Queen, so, Also, Elise Kova, if you're watching this, I will never, ever be okay with the character death in the 4th book. So, when you read a series, you start having favorites. And I was, in my brain, I was like, if anything happens to one of these 3 characters, which are my 3 love of my life would die for them characters, I'm gonna cry so hard. I did. One of them did die. And I cried, and I didn't read, like, for 2 days after because I didn't want him to actually be dead. Anyways, I'm now starting book 5. Hoping to finish this soon. But honestly, the writing is so good. I'm not scared to finish this. It's just that when you have big book fear, like I don't really 100% do anymore, but when you have a big book fear, you definitely are scared of this thing, which I've owned it for 2 years and didn't read it because of how big it was, and I'm regretting it because, like, this is fucking good. Anyways, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next one.